Alright, mate. I started out this week strong. I actually, in a creative world, designed some houses for the villagers. They look lovely. I have quite a few designs made. One with like a tower on the side, most of them with chimneys. It's very cute. I quite like them. And I would quickly like to say that my child niche actually helped me with all of that. They helped me decide in VC like this should be shorter, this should be wider, stuff like that. So thank you so much for that. Obviously, the village is going to need a lot of materials, so I chose blocks that I could farm without struggling. The most needed item was spruce, you fools. I clearly opened the videos to me farming it. But I can't just use up all my spruce in the building, so I just got some oak for detailing items, and I did include a little bit of oak into the design. Like, it looks good together, okay? Then I also picked up some bricks, which I honestly never used in survival, so I'm quite excited to use it, actually. Childish, I know, it's great. And don't forget putting your villagers in a hole, because obviously I have to tear down part of the wall and some housings. So I can't have them running around loose. I can't risk losing these guys. They cost me a lot. And for obvious reasons, I can't really sit down too long to make this all one long replay recording, so I broke down some important bits just where you can see the process of me making one of these. It is the only design that I ended up being able to finish in this video. It's very busy and working, okay? And I would like to point out that I did take some inspiration from some cottagecore vibe houses on Pinterest from Minecraft, but sadly I'm not too sure if I should say the account that I found it from. If you did not know, Pinterest is known for being just re-uploads from other people that people have downloaded, stuff like that. So I may keep them to myself. I don't want to source the wrong person is the main thing. It takes a lot of effort to be able to design a house. Obviously, since I didn't even design my own, there's a lot of thought that goes into it that some people just don't know about and claim as their own on apps. My biggest focus was keeping everything simple but seemingly detailed, so I was just mainly struggling in the good structure. I wanted them to be small but to have a neat design going on. I didn't want it to be boring or bland in any sort of way. I just didn't want one box, kind of like how my house turned out. So getting inspiration online made it to where I could get a good design for a slanted roof, have some texture shaping going on. I really like the doorway being made out of deep slate and protruding a bit. I don't know why I've never made a mudroom for builds before, but it looks very cute, honestly. It's a nice entrance. As well as texturing the walls and have Minecraft walls in between the world pillars. I very much like that. It makes it feel more cohesive. It may be a different spot to not line up with the walls that I have placed for the actual build, but it just makes the pillars fit in more with the detailing of everything else. Just having two big wood logs on the outside seemed quite standoffish, and it blends in a lot better with having the roof the way it is, so I very much like it. I also did get sidetracked at one point, and in the middle of building the houses before I started the third one, I do believe I ended up actually editing the farm that is nearby. I plan on making the work areas for all the villagers closer to the water side. I haven't designed what the wall will be around the village or where I shall place the wall. I'm thinking that I'll finish as many buildings as possible, and when I have a good few done in a certain area, I'll try and make a cohesive design around it. My first thought, of course, was for the walls, to try and just not have walls and make the build so close together it won't need it, but that seems quite silly because where are the villagers gonna walk if not in their village? I of course just put the farm in the ground. I hated that villagers can jump on it. I don't know why they put them up in the air and then the compost on top of that. So I just brought it down with like a little gazebo, patio, so roof, It's something. I don't know what to call it. I just put like a roof over it to where they didn't get rained on if they needed to collect it, kind of deal. And of course, when I took a break to collect more wood because I ran out of spruce, I let the villagers out and had replaced some walls, making sure they can't escape easily. They are my lifeline. I am poor and lazy. But what I realized when collecting wood was it takes a lot of trips traveling back and forth to bring myself supplies. So I thought, why not get some shulker boxes? But Barry, you haven't beaten the end dragon yet. I know, okay, so I had to take out some Enderman, take out some Blaze, hunt down the end portal. It definitely did not take me over an hour to find the portal. This was not easy for me, but I got it done, okay? I've never done this solo before. I actually wanted to do it. I've never been intrigued to do it, but realizing that I could have myself pretty box that holds a lot in my inventory, it became very much what I wanted. And that was very fun and easy to get to until all my eyes of Ender popped because I get distracted easily. And I had to go get more just to fill in the portal because I had none in my portal. And then the fact that my blaze spawners are all in the open for this fortress, I kept dying. I died so much that I gave up after losing some really good gear and decided I would get the materials for prettifying the blaze farm that I was now going to be making. Because if it's in a farm, it can't hurt me. But the thing is, you gotta be able to make the farm. So I was just thinking of all sorts of things. I realized with the crafting recipe, stained glass could give me a lot of glass from one block. And then I didn't do that, and I just had all the glass. But then I died in the nether and lost 3 stacks of glass. So it's definitely still gonna have that in there. Because a lot of effort has gone into this. It doesn't help as well that I think I followed the wrong tutorial at first. I believe I was following a 1.19 tutorial that told me the blazes don't spawn with torches down, so I thought I was in the clear. I'm sorry I smacked the mic, but I wasn't. Blazes were everywhere. I was dying so much. I almost cried 3 different times out of frustration because I just felt so lied to on how to make this farm. I thought when Redstoners said it was easy, it was gonna be easy. Who lied to me? Who? Where did I hear this information? If you can't tell by how heated I got at the end, this was very frustrating. I appreciate your existence. Thank you for watching. That's literally all I did for the video because this blaze farm took so long. Do subscribe, please. Please. I would love you. Please.